welcome to Gabie's Knit Goodies. I have some extra help today, which you probably can't see. I have my little dog Wookie, who's jumped up here with me, and then my husband, his little dog Moose, who's very licky, and hopefully he'll settle down. Settle down, Moosey. So, you can find me on Instagram and Ravelry at Gabie's Knit Goodies, as well as on Etsy, where I sell my hand-dyed yarn. And also my yarn is on Instagram at GKG Yarn. Yeah, so let's get into the knitting. I have, let's see, I will start with the, I guess, sort of most exciting one. The would-be finished object. This is Storm Sweater Junior. Isn't it adorable? It's very cute, and yeah, it turned out really cute. Now, let me know if you can see why it is not done. I mean, it's sort of done, but I have to rip something back. Can you find my error? It's so sad. So I finished knitting this. I even wove in some of my ends, like this one right here. And then I realized one sleeve seemed a little bit longer than the other. And so I started to inspect and discovered, see if y'all can see this, right here I did an extra repeat on this side of the pattern and not on this side. So this one's shorter than this one by, like, I don't know, what is it, 4 or 5 rows. So I'm gonna, because it's not for my kid, it's for someone else, I have to rip it back and redo it. Very sad. So I put it aside and started something else. But anyways, before I realized that, I was really excited. Again, this is a pattern by PetiteKnit, and it is Storm Sweater Junior, the smaller size, or the smaller pattern. They have an adult version as well. I knit mine out of a worsted weight, 100% merino, that I promise I will put up on Etsy soon. I haven't put it up there yet, I just haven't had a chance to. But, or I guess I just haven't made it a priority to put it up there. But it's just knits and purls, there's no cabling, just a variety of knits and purls, patterns in there, and it's very cute. You do start, what is it? Start with the top down. Yes, that's right. You start at the back, then you do like the front shoulders, join in the round and knit down, and you do a Italian bind off on all of your hems and cuffs and the neckline as well. The neckline is picked up and then knit in a 1x1 rib with the Italian bind off. So it, yeah. It's not too difficult, and it turned out really cute aside from the fact that one sleeve is longer than the other. Can you even see it? Seriously, if this was my kid's thing, I would totally leave it. But it's not. So, that one's going to have to be ripped back and fixed. Otherwise, it would be done. So, since that one was giving me trouble, I decided to cast on something that someone else had requested from me. And it is like 99% done. It is a hat. Again, this just has some simple patterning going on, nothing too complicated, mainly knits and purls, a little bit of slip stitches. And this is in Dark and Stormy. I did, this is DK weight, and what I did was I cast on 104 stitches, and I knit a very long brim. This is actually a double brim, so I knit like this much of 1 by 1 rib. So I don't know how many, like maybe 6-8 inches, something like that. And then I folded it over, so you have this nice thick brim that would cover his ears. And then I just knit it up and did a, what do you call that, a spiral crown decreases. And the only thing I've left to do is just run the yarn through those last couple of stitches there at the top, and it will be done. So it'll look kind of like that when it's actually all done and worn. I think it turned out really nice. It's for a guy, so I think the deep color will suit him. I used 100 grams and I have a little bit left over. Again, it's DK weight merino nylon. Dark and Stormy. So that's a 99% finished object. And this is 100% minus 20%. So sad. But because I got mad at that one and about finished the other one, I was able to pick back up on the Neigh sweater. This is the Neigh sweater by Caitlin Hunter of Boyland Knitworks. Oh, there we go. Hey, it's beautiful. I am working on the back, I think it's the back or the front, I can't remember which, it might be the front section. So this one is a bottom up. You start with the hem, you knit all the beautiful color work, and then you knit plain stockinette stitch back and forth when you slip for the armholes for a certain number of inches, whatever suits your size. I think I'm making the smallest size for my daughter. And then you split and do each shoulder section here. So I've made a good amount of progress and I'm liking it. I like it a lot better since I steamed it just a little bit. I think I talked about that last time. It really helps that the floats on the back relax a little bit so it doesn't pull as much. And this has a lot of long floats, and I did use the jacquard ladder method, I think is what it's called, to make kind of makes that like second layer almost, so that all of the little floats aren't, all of the catching of the floats don't show through, which I really like the look of this better than the ones I've seen where all the floats are caught, like in this plain section. I think they do show a good bit, and I kind of like it when it's not like that. Seems cleaner, I guess. Alright, this is Coffee with Cream, and then this is Mexican Hot Chocolate, and the hem is Maleficent. This is fingering weight held double. Everything else is just DK weight. I think it's pretty, and I would love one for myself. Alright, other than that, I do have a little project that I picked up because I just needed something very easy and mindless. And my daughters really love my bows that I've made them, which I've shown you guys some, I think the last podcast. So I made another long strip And this is holding kid mohair silk with merino in ballet pink. You can kind of, I don't know how much you can see difference, but it's definitely a ballet pink. It's not bright at all, but it has that hint of pink. And so I just did a seed stitch with 5 stitches. She wanted a fairly narrow bow, and it's probably about long enough. And so I will fold it up and like seam it, stitch it, so it'll create a nice little bow. And then I'll put a little band right in the center as well. It worked really well for the girl's hair. It looks really cute. Put it on bobby pins. One of them, the bigger one I made, I put on a hair elastic, and she wears it over her bun for class. So those have turned out nice. Yeah. The other thing I have is what I'm wearing. Other thing I have to talk about. This is a pattern I made up. It's like a lot of the classic like V-neck cardigans. This is top down, just a basic raglan construction. So I knit back and forth, increasing on the raglans and then also increasing at that edge line until I got it as big as I wanted it, and well, until it met in the center, like until this part was as wide as the back was. And then I just knit straight the rest of the way down, and then I knit straight sleeves, did a quick decrease and a little I-cord edging, so they're kind of little balloon sleeves. I love it. I've been wearing this sweater a lot and I absolutely love it. It is a mixture of this yarn, actually, the Maleficent, which is like charcoal and deep green and purpley plums. I don't know if I have any more of it. Oh, I do. I have it in sock sets. And then I held it with Silver Mist mohair. And it like, it's not black and it's not plain gray because it has a little bit of, you know, depth of color to it there. But it goes with just about everything. So yeah, so I wear it a lot and I like it. Alright, I guess that's all. Oh, actually, I have something else that I could show you. Actually, I'll show you what my daughter received, which is basically exactly what I would show you that I made. Because I'm not sure where mine is. I think it's in the car. Aren't these cute? These are crocheted flowers, tulips, and lavender. And I'll try to link down below the patterns I used for it. They look very similar to these. Mine are just, yeah, just a tiny bit different, but almost exactly like this. And I can show you the pattern, or link the pattern down below for the ones I used. It's, they're very easy. And I actually put mine on skewers, but these are on some, like, floral wire, I think. But they're so cute and perfect for, like, Valentine's Day and springtime. And yeah. Are they cute? Alright, well, thanks for letting me talk to you guys about knitting. I always love to do that. And I hope you guys are having a good rest of your winter. And I wonder if y'all are thinking about spring yet. We had a little bit of warmth that made me think about spring, but now it's back to snow, so going back and forth. Bye.